Well, I'm absolutely delighted to introduce two gentlemen who've been both fast and occasionally furious behind the wheel of a car. It's McLaren's Daniel Ricciardo and WWE icon turned Hollywood superstar, John Cena. Great to see you. How are you?
Excellent, thank you for asking.
And Daniel, what's this like for you? Because, you know, he's a bit of a hero of yours, isn't he?
This is wonderful. It's really good. You look beautiful, by the way. You look very dapper. So yeah, I although you're in a screen right now, I can feel your beauty. So somewhat intimidating, but yeah, I feel good. We're in Austria, and sun is shining, and John Cena is looking at me through another screen. So it's great.
It's a great experience. Right, the wait for the fans of the Fast and Furious franchise is over, because it is being released today. Fast and Furious 9, F9, the Fast Saga is out in cinemas around the UK today. Should we have a quick look at the film? Quick clip.
That's my car, pal!
Dom!
Natural.
Of course I am.
Well, John, it looks absolutely epic just from that teaser. Now, any eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed it was shot around Edinburgh, but just tell us a bit more about it and the whole experience of filming it.
Well, as you can see, the scope was amazing. We got to do some really crazy stuff in Edinburgh and many locations across the world. Now, in retrospect, had I not had a micro-tuned Toyota and maybe the horsepower of one of those McLarens Daniel drives, I might have been able to escape those magnets. So that's an idea for next time.
Those magnets were unbelievable. Now, I know that you two are slightly different frames.
What are you trying to say?
What are you, like 250 pounds, 6'1"? Daniel's a little whippet of a man. But you must be able to give him some tips on driving.
Oh, normally smooth is fast. Smooth is fast, but I feel smooth does not look good on screens. It's not very theatrical, so I don't want to give any tips. I've actually been a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise since the original. Me and my friends do quite a lot of lines every now and then after a few beers. So it's it's cool. What was that? Sorry.
What's the best you got?
I mean, no one likes the tuna here. It doesn't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. It's all. I don't want to. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Now, John, how do you rate your chances in a McLaren? First of all, would you even fit?
I can get pretty snug when it comes to getting behind the wheel of some horsepower, believe it or not. I do have a bit of a stocky frame, but if I hold my breath and lube my sides, I can get into most any space.
Now, there's just one scene in the film where there's £10 million worth of cars. But I gather you've got a hell of a car collection as well. Tell us about it.
That's what's great about F9. Cars are a hobby of mine, and certainly the car culture runs deep, whether it be on an F1 track or cruising on a Saturday night. I think transportation is a part of all of our lives. So to be able to bring such a hobby that I'm passionate about in automotive culture and then mesh it with work that I love so much, F9 and the fast mythology, that's a perfect place for me to be. So I love everything. I could talk to you, about the horsepower of an F1 car or a Model A or a Studebaker or an old MG. Like, I really do just love transportation in its entirety.
Now, what about the transition from sport into movies? Because I think, Daniel may have some aspirations once he's retired from Formula One. What advice can you give him?
Oh, my advice is please just don't put me out of a job. He's already got everything down pat. He knows that smooth is fast, but he knows that smooth isn't necessarily theatrical. So please, when you decide to make the transition, just leave some work for the lowly people on the totem pole.
Would you fancy it?
It'd be fun. I mean, I would love to. I'd love to. Yeah, just. I mean, I don't want to steal. I don't want to steal all your thunder, John. So just a little cameo role, just my 5 seconds of fame. But I think more importantly now, knowing that you're a car guy, we'll have to get you out to an F1 race at some point. I think it'll definitely blow your mind. And I'm assuming you've never been, right? Is that correct?
I've never been. You're correct. I've never been. I would love to go.
Now, see, I'm hoping for Austin this year. Can we make that happen?
End of October, we can do it, I reckon.
What do you think,
how's
John?
your schedule?
It's been fast and furious at the moment, but you never know what the future holds. I really hope to get there one day.
Well, that is great stuff. And if anyone could play you in a movie, who would it be?
Well, now, you don't want to state the obvious, Natalie,
right.
but yeah, John Cena. Yeah.
Yes. How do you feel about portraying the honey badger?
I think that would not be exactly art imitating life, but I would do my best. The line readings would be fun because, as you stated, when you practice your lines, you have a few pints. So, that's at least practice would be great.
Listen, it has been great to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time. Any last bits of advice that you can trade between the two of you? Anything you'd like to say to Daniel before this race weekend? Because it's a big one.
Oh, yeah. So, man, I can't imagine what life is like from your perspective, going so very fast. I say, always do your best to do your best.
I like it.
I mean,
I like it. It's actually
beautiful right there.
No joke now. One thing Dad would always say to me when I'd get into the car is just like, do what you do best. And it's sometimes as simple as that. So thank you kindly. You and my dad have something in common. Thanks, John.
Wonderful stuff. John, Daniel, thank you both so very much. We cannot wait to see the movie.